Hey everyone, this is Jim Fong with the Jim Fong Group at Urban Nest Realty in Las Vegas, and today we're going to be talking about the eviction and the foreclosure moratorium. It's about to end next month. We'll tell you what effects it has on the real estate market. First of all, if you like real estate videos like this or market updates or just videos about life in Las Vegas, please be sure to subscribe and like my channel and hit the notification icon so you know when videos like this are released. All right, the eviction and foreclosure moratorium. So since last year during COVID times, the CDC enacted the eviction and foreclosure moratorium so that if you're a renter and you can't pay your rent, you cannot be evicted. And let's say you have a mortgage and you cannot pay your mortgage, the bank cannot come and foreclose on you. All right. So that's been going on for a year and a half now. We're fast forwarding today as the moratorium's ending. What is the effect that it's going to have, right? So first we'll start with the eviction moratorium. Starting next month, you have a non-paying tenant and you're a landlord, you can't evict them now. So what does that mean, though? A lot of people are thinking the market's going to be flooded with new homes on the market. Landlords are going to be so frustrated. They're just going to want to dump these properties. I think that's partially true. I don't think every landlord's going to put their home on the market as soon as this ends. I just don't think that's going to happen. But I do think there will be some landlords that do this as well, though. So I don't think it's going to flood the market. The amount of homes in this situation is not substantial enough that it's going to cause the market to completely shift. But it will add some more inventory to our market, though. We probably will see more listings on the market. And just keep in mind what these listings will look like, though. So, I mean, most of these have been rental homes. I've seen what rental properties look like when tenants move out. Well, they're usually not turnkey and they're not highly upgraded or updated or anything like that. They're usually, carpet probably will need to be changed, paint, things like that will be required, all right? So we will see properties like this hit the market. I don't know if that's going to, change the market much, all right? Because from what I'm seeing right now, the homes that are selling quickly are homes that are turnkey, all right? So I think this might give you opportunities for new investors to come into the market because new investors are generally looking for something that needs a little work. They can get a good deal on it. I think that's kind of the listings that will come on from these rental properties. Or, hey, maybe, you're pretty handy or you can take on renovations yourself. Well, you'll see some new listings that will help you there. So I think that's what will happen when the eviction moratorium ends. All right. Let's move on to the foreclosure moratorium now. If you have a mortgage and you haven't been paying your mortgage for this whole year and a half, the bank could not come foreclose on you. Well, that's going to change soon, all right? But I wouldn't be too worried about that, actually, because I don't think banks are wanting to foreclose on people just because foreclosure is a very expensive legal process, all right? So what I'm seeing is banks are really encouraging their borrowers to go into forbearance. All right, so what is forbearance? Basically, forbearance is sometimes banks might refinance you and push all your late payments and late fees to the end of your loan, or some they might require you to be all caught up. Like forbearance is over, now you need to pay everything that you owe. The problem with that is if you've had trouble paying your mortgage for a year and a half, I don't see how someone's going to be able to catch up on all late payments and late fees, right? So it's going to end up causing a lot of people to push the balance to the end of the loan, which would require a refinance possibly, or possibly sell, right? So that's another thing. So yeah, if you're on financial hard times, you can't make your mortgage payment, you're on forbearance, and the moratorium's ended and you're not sure how you're going to repay everything, well, one of the options is to sell, obviously. The good news is the real estate market has gone crazy in the last year during COVID. And I think if you've bought a home at least a year ago, you should be sitting on good enough equity that you don't have to go into foreclosure. Maybe you just cash out what little equity you have, pay off your mortgage, any late fees you incurred, and then walk away with the little equity that you have. So is that going to cause the real estate market to see a whole bunch of new foreclosures on the market or a whole bunch of people that are in forbearance listing their homes for sale? It'll have a small effect too, maybe even less than the eviction moratorium. I think we'll see a little bit of increased inventory based on this, but probably not. I think the biggest concern that I have is when people are uninformed on what all of their options are. Like maybe you've been in forbearance and you just don't know. You think you don't have options, but there's a good chance that there's going to be a way for you to get out of this without putting more money in or destroying your credit for that matter either. Those are just my thoughts and predictions on what will happen when the eviction moratorium and the foreclosure moratorium ends. All right. But anyway, that's the video. I want to hear your predictions and what you think is going to happen. And if you have any other questions, please leave a comment below. I'll be sure to respond to you. And again, if you like real estate videos and market updates or videos about Las Vegas, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And then, of course, hit the notification icon so you know when I release new videos like this. My name is Jim Fong with the Jim Fong Group. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.